YouTube.
Hi guys. Nearly and Ingrid. Yes, I'll try and get some footage of Celine being active and walking on her crutches and interacting with other children, and well, I'll try, but it's not really something I should be allowed to do. And the snow sling in action, and I am so sorry that Ingrid had to go through that lady's gossip. It's really not fair that someone would come up with gossip and just make something up instead of actually asking what had happened. I'm sure there's a lot of people around here that do that, but none of them have done it to us so far, or at least in their hearing. Right, Wilma and Alina. Yes, it does seem like a lot of treatments worldwide differ. I'm sure different doctors have their own ideas on how to treat it, and some doctors have more experience with Perthes disease than others, and I'm sure that comes into it. Surgery, again, in New Zealand I don't think they're going to be doing surgery until it gets to the end of the disease rather than at the beginning of the disease. I'm sorry that the doctors in Germany seem to be encouraging surgery before the disease has even run its course. That seems to be just making things worse rather than better, I would assume. Is Celine obliged to wear her right shoe at school? It depends on the teacher, doesn't it? Yeah. Her own teacher probably doesn't worry about it because she knows what's going on. The other teachers only have a basic understanding of what Celine's going through, so they might sort of, if they don't realise what the situation is, they might say, where's her shoe? Whether she actually wears one to school or not is up to her. She takes it based on her mood. How to sell the Snyder sling to Alina. I didn't really sell it to Celine. I just said this. Yeah, I just made it and gave it to her and said this is going to help you keep your leg up and get used to using her crutches. And so that's what happened. She used her sling until she got used to it, and then she wears it only when she gets tired. Yeah. Did Celine accept it? Yes, for the most part. Hey? We have our little rebellions, but you know, there's nothing she can do to change the situation, so she just has to do it. Camera. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just to make sure people don't damage the rotunda, sweetie. Oops, hang on. We've got like 4 pages of questions to answer, and we're only on page 3. Right, did the sling help her? Did it help you? Yep, that's good. Is she still using it? Yes, but only when she's generally tired. Yep. And demonstration of getting it on and off. Let me show how we take off the sling. So, sometimes it gets caught. And just like that, the material's caught, isn't it? Yeah. Can you hold the camera? Right.
I can wrap it to me because that's the twinny hour.
So this is the sling. And to put it on, this is the back. And it goes on her back like that. You might have to hold the sling. Okay. You want to hold the camera just there? Hold the camera there. Good girl. So it goes in the belt. Of course, you don't have to use these type of belts, you can use lever ones and stuff as well. Make sure the material is positioned where you want it in the back. Pull it as tight as you're comfortable with, and I usually hook it so that it's easier. Hold it there, Celine. Tighten it, and then at the back, as simple as this. There we go, and that's done. Yeah, bring you gumboots.
Mummy, your book.
Right, Alina to Celine. How tall are you? Do you know? No. Celine is 127 centimetres. I have no idea what that is in foot and inches, I'm sorry. But she is quite tall. Hey, would you behave yourself? Oh, do you think you're a cat, do you?
Yeah.
Do you sit with your foot up at school on a stool, maybe? No. Celine sits with her foot on the ground. How does it feel to wear your leg in the sling?
Comfy.
Comfy, yeah. Gives you something to lean on, doesn't it?
Like this. Yeah.
Look, Mummy's cuddles apparently. What does your foot look like? You don't have to take off your sock.
This. Stinky.
We'll leave you to judge if it's a beautiful foot or not. I personally think so, but being her mother, I'm a little biased. Okay, put your foot down. Do you like nail polish?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like tattoos on your foot?
Yes.
Do you like barefoot sandals?
I don't know what that is.
What do your toe rings look like? Well, when she actually has them, because someone doesn't like to clean her room, so her room's a mess. But her toe rings are both gold, and there's one that's like a pink flower, and the other one's a purple butterfly.
No,
Right.
it's a star.
Oh, is one a star, is it?
Yeah.
I thought one was a star. The other one's a butterfly though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. And one's pink and one's purple. I don't know which one's which though. Right.
My birthday.
Helena! Did Celine wear her sling for the appointment? No, she didn't.
No.
And she probably should have. But, again, I don't force her to wear it. With her moods, it's better to just pick your battles. Was she single shoed? She doesn't remember. I don't think she was. I think she had both shoes on. What are her crutches made of? Oh.
I don't know.
Leg traction overnight. No, and we haven't been told anything about leg traction by our doctors or had it suggested by anyone. So no, we haven't looked at doing that yet. What are her crutches made of? Her crutches are made of aluminium. How heavy are they? They're not actually that heavy at all. It just depends on who's holding it. For Celine, they're not really heavy, are they? No. Why are they so noisy? Mostly because Celine makes them noisy.
Because
She doesn't put them down lightly. She likes to be quite heavy-handed with them. Okay. Why does Celine wear a white shoe some days and not others? This is by Jacqueline. And that's purely because of, well, it depends on Celine's mood, doesn't it? Some days she likes to wear a shoe and sometimes she doesn't. Does the Snyder sling work as an enforcement or does it make walking easier? It's a little of both. It just keeps her reminding her that she needs to keep her leg up at a 90-degree angle instead of on the ground. And it does make walking a little easier, but it can also make her have to adjust her balance sometimes so she can trip over a little more. Right. So while Celine's having some fun, because she's getting bored, I'm just going to finish the questions, and then she can put her input in as she goes. We're answering the questions while you're swinging. Okay. Now we're up to Jacqueline. So we'd finished the one on her, how did Celine perceive it? Does she seem to use it anymore? Yes, she still uses her sling, but usually when she's tired. Did Celine wear the sling to the doctor's appointment? No. What did they say? Obviously nothing about her sling. In terms of the Perthes disease, they confirmed that she had it with her second x-ray, and confirmed the wait and see approach. We do have another appointment in June with their paediatrician this time instead of the I've forgotten what they call it, orthopedic. Yeah, and it's basically just the same stuff as before, no running, jumping, etc, etc. Toe rings, tattoos and nail polish, did we try it and abolish it? No. Well, yes, we tried it, but we didn't actually abolish it. The difficulty arises in that she's not allowed to wear nail polish and jewellery to school, and that goes with tattoos. So she can wear them at home, however, to get them she has to be on her best behaviour.
Yeah.
And sometimes Celine is not. Hey?
Yeah.
Okay? Alright. So yeah, it's not abolished, just she only gets it when she is on her best behaviour. Crawling on her knees, is this okay? That depends on who you talk to. Generally, it's probably not okay. However, it's one of the few forms that she can actually interact with her brother and sister with, and so we don't tend to stop it completely. We do encourage her to use her crutches more than crawling, but obviously it's hard to play with the crutches sometimes. Has the doctor surrendered in terms of surgery? No, not at this stage. Surgery hasn't even really been mentioned since we're still doing the wait and see approach. We will probably have to do surgery, but not until a couple of years from now, when it's worked its way through. Haven't I found any fellow patients in New Zealand? Only online. There are a few around, but none in our actual local area. I have heard of a couple who used to have Perthes, like the man across the road's niece used to have Perthes, but she's grown up now, so she doesn't have it now. It's just things like that. People who used to have or knew of someone who had, but nobody actually at school for her. Can't you do anything proactive besides the wait and see approach? The only things that I can really do is encourage her to use her crutches, take her swimming, and just things like that at this stage. We're pretty much doing mostly what we can already. Did anyone tell you about traction treatment? Only the people commenting about it on the blog. I haven't actually talked to a doctor about it. It has not been recommended for us at this stage. Any more footage of Celine's first day at school? Again, no, because I don't stay at school, so I only actually ever see when I drop her off or when I pick her up. And I do record footage of her every now and then when I get there and they're doing something interesting that I can record her doing. But for the most part, I don't like to take footage of other children because I don't have their parents' permission. And the last lot of questions are from Helena. Have I tested Celine for ADHD? At this stage, no. It was mentioned last year, before we got our Perthes diagnosis about her being hyperactive and having a short attention span. Most of that I would assume would be normal for her age anyway. I know we don't tend to like our kids being overactive and stuff like that, but sometimes it's just natural and has nothing to do with ADHD. If it comes up again in classes, then I'm sure the teachers will recommend it if it's necessary, but at this stage, no. Have I showed Celine pictures of post-op patients? No. I don't really see the need to show her what could happen. It might put her off, but it might also scare her, and at this stage we have enough issues of being scared of things and dealing with her moods and stuff without making it worse. It might be something to look at later when she's a bit older. In terms of physical exercise and swimming and things like that, again, no running, walking with her crutches, no jumping. She still climbs even though she's not meant to, and she gets told off for that quite regularly. Swimming, she was doing a lot of swimming at school in the warmer weather, but it's getting colder now, so we have to look at getting her the indoor pools, and of course that won't be with school anymore, so that takes some arranging with 2 other kids. Why can't she walk to school? Quite simply because we live too far away for her to manage. She can walk as far as our corner, so she can go round to a friend's place around the corner, but she can't walk up to another friend's place who lives a few streets away and is much closer than school. So school is just too far for her to walk. In terms of basketball, wheelchair and wheelchair sports of the like, I don't think there's any teams like that around where we live. We don't live in the big cities. Hand bikes, Celine does have a bike, however it's not usable at the moment because her wheels need changing. Yeah, both your front and back wheels. Oh no, sweetie, it's flat. Oh. It's got holes in it, so it needs the tyres changed.
Oh, yeah.
Music, well, we have thought about it, but classes at school haven't started yet, and I haven't looked around to see if anyone does it externally. She will start on it with school in a couple of years. They just don't offer it at her age just yet. And that's the end of the questions. Hi guys, so if you liked the video, please like it, share it, whatever. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And otherwise, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.